How does spousal support work in a Virginia divorce? How does alimony work? How do you determine these things when one of the spouses makes more money than the other spouse? I'm going to explain how it all works. My name is Robin Grain. I'm a divorce mediator in the Northern Virginia area. I am also a certified divorce financial analyst. I am also a former divorce attorney and a single mom of 2 adult kids, having been divorced 2 times. One was not enough, I suppose. Anyway, professionally, personally, experienced. I am here to explain to you, how does alimony work? Now, my practice is in Virginia, so I can't tell you exactly how it will work if you're not in Virginia, but believe me, a lot of what I'm going to say applies all over the United States of America. Number 1, the first decision that has to be made is there going to be alimony, yes or no? A good way to get to that answer in Virginia is to run a formula. Get your pencil out. The formula is, if you have minor children, 26% of the higher earner's income minus 58% of the lower earner's income. If that's a positive number, you're at risk of there being alimony, or you have the benefit of there being alimony, depending on who you are. If it's a negative number or it's a 0, it's not looking like an alimony case. If you do not have minor children, that formula just shifts a little bit over. It is 27% of the higher earner's gross income minus 50% of the lower earner's income. Is this formula the law? No, it is not the law. But it is so popular and so well respected all over the state of Virginia that you need to keep it in mind. There's probably something similar in your state. Once you establish whether it's sort of an alimony case, and by the way, alimony can be paid even if it doesn't meet the formula numbers. It cannot be paid if it meets the formula numbers, because remember, it's not the law, but it's a go-to. It's a good place to get started. Number 2, how much alimony? Well, lots of people go back to the formula. The way that it's really supposed to work in Virginia, how much alimony is a need. How much does the person that's asking for alimony need? And what does the other person that's paying the alimony need to survive also? But the formula's, once again, a really good place to get started. Number 3, how long? Duration. It's pretty common that alimony is, at least in the beginnings of the conversation, the settlement conversation, about 50% the length of the marriage is a typical place to start. Where does that come from? Literally, I have no idea. It doesn't even make sense in most of my cases, but it's a good place to start. Really, alimony should last as long as the person needs it. I know that's a matter of opinion, but that's what we do in mediation. Get everybody's opinions together and massage them through and figure out how long that alimony is going to last, since the law doesn't really help us. 50% the length of the marriage, rule of thumb, not the law. You're hearing that a lot. That's kind of how it is. And then number 4 is the modification element. That is by far the most complicated element for my clients in terms of alimony. What we're talking about with the modification is what are the circumstances that may or may not trip the ability of one of the 2 of you to go trotting back into court and ask the court to change that alimony. In mediation, we do spend quite a bit of time drilling down what the terms of modifiability will be. We try not to leave it too broad, sometimes not too narrow. That takes a lot of work. That is not a DIY kind of a thing. So you're going to want to get some professional advice on modification of alimony. So once again, alimony, yes or no? Run the formula. Start getting a feel. If yes, how much? If yes, how long? And what are the terms of modifiability? I hope that was helpful for you. I know that it's not crystal clear because it's not. Alimony is kind of the Wild West of divorce in Virginia and many other places. So do me a favor. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe, hit that little bell. That way, as new content is produced, you'll hear about it, and hopefully you will be able to get your divorce settled quicker and less expensive, because you got some good knowledge under your belt. You take care. See you next time.